This has been a great class for us. You know, we have a great kind of mix of players in this senior class. Players from different areas. Sofia was the first player from Idaho, and Nikki was the first player from Canada, and you know, so just a great kind of mix of student athletes in our class. All six have contributed in their own unique way, for sure, and you know, this will go down as one of our better recruiting classes in my 28 years here at Santa Clara.
It's definitely a privilege. I think I'm just so happy to come out every day and be able to play with these girls and my team. I've suffered through some injuries here, and honestly, the only reason I've been able to come back is to be able to come play and see these girls every day. So it just makes me happy. That's the main reason why I love Santa Clara, is because of this team. Most of my memories that I've always enjoyed and loved have been my class last year. I've loved this team, but last year just friends that I'll have for a lifetime. Morgan Marble, Julie Johnson, Allie Vernon. They're just girls that every single day have changed my life for the better. And I know in the future that hopefully I'll be able to see them again and such, and I keep in contact with them every day. But favorite soccer memory, definitely my sister Nikki Ambrose. Last year in the tournament we played against Cal, she helped with the winning goal. She assisted the ball into Sofia Huerta. So seeing her do that was really was awesome. Nikki is the first Canadian player that we've ever recruited, successfully recruited to Santa Clara. So hopefully that starts a nice pipeline. Nikki's been a great player for us. One of the toughest kids we've ever recruited to our program. Had to endure 2 ACL injuries while being here, and just continues to overcome and beat the odds. If you looked at her today, you'd think she's never been injured. She's one of the strongest, toughest, most passionate players that we've had in our program, and you know, been a staple for us at either left back or left wing, and kind of ended up in her final season here at left back and doing a great job for us.
The girls that I've played on this team are my best friends, and they will continue to be my best friends for the rest of my life. And it's great because I'm going to see them get married, I'm going to see them have kids, and I'm going to see them have a future. And I think what's the most amazing part about that is we all had something in common, and it's the fact that we played Santa Clara women's soccer. And it's great because there's a huge alumni tie between people who played here years before me, and I don't even really know them, but they still somehow got my number and say congratulations on a win. And so I think that's amazing that, you know, we stay in contact with one another even though we've never met, and I just love Santa Clara so much. Sofia's, you know, she's grown the most. I think Sofia will smile about that. Sofia came in here not quite independent and ready to, you know, take on the world, and you know, she's an absolute world beater now. 4-year starter for us. It's not easy to be a 4-year starter in our program. In her first season, we tried to play her in our back line, and she was great, but we needed her goal scoring up front, so we moved her to the front line for the second half of the season, and she made an immediate impact. I can still remember the game at Oregon State where we moved her up front. She was great. You know, was our leading point getter last year on the team that scored second most goals in the country behind Virginia, as our leading goal scorer by a long shot this year with 15 goals, and still another game to go. All-American, going to go on to play in World Cup and Olympic Games, will be a great pro going forward, and has been a great leader in our program. So, you know, Sofia's been an all-star for us.
It's been a great pleasure playing at Santa Clara, just making so many friendships with all the girls. It's actually been a very great opportunity coming out with the girls every single day. Just, you know, people that will make you better each and every day. It's just a great experience to have, and I wouldn't want it any other way. So there actually are way too many favorite memories I have in the past 4 years. So my favorite memory will be when I get back on the field for the NCAA tournament.
Alyssa Kleiner is another 4-year starter for us. Once again, not an easy thing to do in our program. Alyssa has been, she's probably our greatest athlete that we've ever had in our program, and another very kind of tough kid. Played almost exclusively in our back line. We tried her a little bit up front where she was also dangerous. Her speed would stretch defenses, but she's really most at home when she's playing in our back line. Alyssa ranks up with the very best backline players we've had in the history of our program, and we miss her right now. She's missed this last half of the season with a broken foot,
and we dearly miss her leadership, her experience, and her athleticism at the back of our team. But she's been a great 4-year starter for us.
Favorite memories, probably when we won the WCC last year. Every single year we have been so close, and finally we did it, and it kind of set the stage for how well we did in the tournament and gave us the confidence we needed to go as far as we did. So that was definitely a special moment.
Kat McAuliffe has got one of the highest soccer IQs of anybody on the team. She's the soccer version of a gym rat. She can't be touching the soccer ball enough. Constantly working on her game, constantly on the field. Again, very skillful, high soccer IQ, one of the most technical and tactical players that we've had in our program. Players like Kat are drawn to our program because we tend to try to play the ball on the ground and try to beat teams with combination play rather than with raw speed and power. And Kat fits right in with how we want our team to play. And you know, again, been one of the best soccer players and highest soccer IQs that we've had in our program.
Spring season of my sophomore year, we were playing Cal, and I scored my first collegiate goal. It was pretty sick. Voss played me a killer pass just outside the top of the box, and I put it away. So for me, it was one of those big moments where it's kind of like, did that really just happen? I didn't just score. No, like that's not real. But no, it's definitely one of those things I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. What I've liked about playing here at Santa Clara is getting the opportunity to come out here every day and compete with an amazing group of girls. You know, we push ourselves every single day, and it's always a competition. And it's been really fun to watch how our class specifically has grown and developed into people and amazing players. And you know, just how we compete out on the field. I love how it translates from practice to games, and you know, how we bring the results. So it's been amazing to be in such a prestigious program and be under an amazing coaching staff. So that's definitely what I'm going to miss the most.
The interesting story on Stephanie Sorg is I coached her father in high school. So I coached her father, Chris, at Homestead High School back in the 80s. That's the first father-daughter combination I've had in my coaching career, at least that I can remember. And Stephanie, a lot like your dad, is very focused, very determined, very hard-working student-athlete. Stephanie has been She had an ACL injury while she was here, and that cut her career a little bit short. But you know, she's been really solid for us. She plays center back and holding midfield, so kind of right down the middle of the field. The players you play in the middle of the field have to have a soccer IQ, and she does. And she's a tough player. So Stephanie, like her father, Chris, who I also coached, has been a great addition to our program.
My favorite part about playing at Santa Clara is the sense of community that surrounds our team and our program, and even just the athletic department. I mean, for example, my academic advisor, Professor Hansen, he's helped me so much academically, but he's also our #1 fan on the field, and he's supported me freshman to senior year, and it really means a lot to have people like that in my life supporting me in every aspect. I mean, Sofia's goal against Stanford to put us in the lead was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. And to have, you know, one of my best friends do that is really an emotional thing for me. And I think that was just such a cool experience. And all the funny memories too, like Jerry kind of belly flopping on our preseason trip this year. I mean, it's been an incredible ride, and I'm very blessed to be here.
Katie Speidel, I've always described Katie as the nicest kid in the world. So Katie is the ultimate teammate, the ultimate friend, always puts the team first, always trying to help others. You know, it's kind of, I think, one of the glue of the senior class for me, just because she's so concerned about making sure everybody else is doing well and they're all happy. Katie's been one of our most versatile players. Katie's played in all 3 lines for us. She's played in the back line, she's played in midfield, and she's played up front. And this year, in her senior year, we've used her in midfield and up front. She's truly two-footed, and probably our most versatile player on our team. And again, you know, what can you say about a kid who is the nicest kid in the world? You know, Katie's had a lot of bad luck with injuries, and never
never complained about it. She's had dislocated shoulders, she's had broken foot, she's had, all 4 years Katie's had injuries, and going into this last game is recovering from another injury, and we're hoping that she's going to be able to play in this last game. So unfortunately for Katie, she's been plagued by injuries, but it wasn't for a lack of trying to do the right thing and working her tail off. So, you know, again, Katie is a great teammate and the glue of our senior class.
This is a dream come true for me. You know, I think when you're a kid, you dream about what you're going to get for Christmas.
We're going to come at it with everything we got, and, you know, hopefully we make the NCAA tournament, and when we do, we're going to get our second life.